Hello everyone and welcome back to YogCast Complete here on the YogCast server. This is, of course, YogPack or YogCast Complete, a new mod pack that we, the YogCast, are playing through Minecraft again. If you're interested and want to play along, you can go ahead and check the description for a link. It's available through the AT launcher. Now, the last time that I was playing, and of course, almost forgot, this is Strife Solutions, the Strife Solutions startup, and I am still continuing to gather resources and get things in order to build up the Solution Business Park, which is going to be absolutely enormous once I actually get to it. So, one of the things that this requires is that, obviously, I collect the materials that I need to build the tower. Now, the tower is built out of two primary materials. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to use to build the floor out of. Hey, it stopped raining. The two materials are a blackstone and a redstone. So, blackstone, easy enough. I've got a volcano on my property, so I'm going to use basalt for the blackstone. However, the redstone is a bit of a different issue. Naturally, the most basic of redstones that I will be able to use, and I'm not talking about red stone, I'm just talking about stone which is colored red. And the most abundant type of stone that I can use to do that is nether brick. And in order to make nether brick, I need to obviously go to the nether. So that's more or less what this episode is about. I need to head to the nether. So this particular episode, however, is called Nether Water. If I'm going to mine out the nether, I'm going to need to come up with a way to create infinite water to fuel the hydrogen generators and the electrolytic separators that I use, same system that I use for the quarry, just on a smaller scale. However, to do that, I'm going to need to make a reservoir. The problem is that the reservoir requires a certain type of quartz glass, which is created in an alloy smelter, and that's from Ender.io. Both of these things are from a mod called Ender.io. But in order to make the quartz glass, obviously I need quartz, which means that I need to go to the nether. Now, the problem with playing Minecraft on a multiplayer server, as we are here, like for instance Shin's online right now, the issue is that if you make a ender portal, there's no guarantee that whenever you go back through that ender portal, you're actually going to arrive in the same location. You might pop out someone else's ender portal, and that's something that I really don't want to have to deal with. So I'm gonna be messing around a little bit with Mistcraft, a very, very basic level of it. Now, I really am not comfortable doing this because Mistcraft gets a little bit too close to performing some potty mouth wizardry. My opinion is pretty well voiced on that, especially back whenever I was talking with Parv. But the point is, I'm gonna have to indulge in Mistcraft despite how kind of magic it is. So, in order to do this, I'm gonna need to make link books so that I have a way to get to the nether and come back without actually using the portal. But I still have to build the portal once to get there. So first step is to create ink vials and an ink mixer. So here we go, we've got Mistcraft. So first step is to create this ink mixer, which is some stone, wooden planks, and a glass bottle. Now, I've already got everything that I need in my inventory, so I'm going to go ahead and start crafting this stuff up. Make one ink mixer. I don't need any more than that. I'm also going to need a couple of lecterns. Okay, there we go. 2 lecterns. And with those checked off the list, next up, I'm going to need ink vials. And ink vials, I believe, are just... Here we go. We've got some ink vials. Now, next up, I'm going to need some paper, which I do have some, if I'm not mistaken. There should be one in these chests. Here we go, we've got paper. And I'm also going to need some leather. Leather. I only need 2 pieces right now. I'm gonna have to go searching for more cows and find a way to generate the stuff. But anyways, what I'm gonna do now is put down a little bit of wood right here. And I'm gonna put a lectern on top of it, and I'm gonna put the ink mixer down right next to it. And in order to use the ink mixer, you put paper down here, and then you put the ink right up there, and it fills this with ink, and you get your bottle back, and you get a link panel. So I'm going to need 2 of these link panels. And now I'm out of ink, unfortunately, but I'll just leave that as it is. And in order to craft the books that I'm going to need, you just pair the book with a you pair some leather with a link panel, and you get unlinked link books. So these books they have no destination. They have to be linked to a certain area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back up here, close that, and what you do in order to link a link book is that you just look in the direction, and basically wherever you're standing, whatever direction you're looking at, that's where you're going to spawn into the world whenever you use the link book to move between dimensions. So I'm going to jump. There we go. I've linked the book. Now I've got a linking book to the overworld. Now I'm not going to use this indefinitely because this house is going to get torn down at some point, but for now it's going to be just perfectly fine, and I'm going to leave this book unlinked because I'm going to use it to link to the Nether. And I've got myself some cobblestone. I'll actually grab much more cobblestone, and I've put my electronic chest down over here because it really wouldn't be prudent of me to bring this with into the Nether, because if I die in there and I lost everything inside of that chest, it would be terrible. The stuff that's on me, I can recreate all of this stuff easy enough ever since I ran that quarry down to bedrock and all of the materials that I have. Okay, and 1, 2, there we go. Nether portal is done. Now it's just a matter of lighting the thing on fire and heading in. Phew, okay. Wish me luck, guys. I don't know whether or not I'm gonna come out of this alive. God knows the server would be nothing without Strife of Strife Solutions. It's actually not that big of a deal. I'm psyching myself up for nothing. Let's go through. Hello. Okay, so it does look to be that... Oh my god. Ow. Ow. Oh, Viroxys. Forgot about that. Okay. Jeez, that really damaged me. Okay. This appears to be the exact same Nether portal that brings you through whenever you leave. Who is it? Simon, Lewis, Shin, Duncan. Whenever they go through the portal, this seems to be the exact same location that you go through. So I might want to be careful. God, this flesh. Okay. What I need to do now is set myself up a safe house and put my linking book in. Okay, so I finished the little portal house. It's all dolled up and everything. So all I have to do is put this linking book on the stand, and the next thing that I want to do is drop myself another linking book that will take me right back here to the Nether. Go ahead and right-click. There we go. It's done. Now all I have to do is use this book to head back to the overworld. Drops me right back into my house. All I have to do is go... give the server a minute to catch up to me. And put the linking book to the Nether in my basement. Head out to the Nether. A little bit of a glitch with the button there. It looks like moving back and forth between the dimensions actually got the mobs to start spawning because there was nothing hanging around here. So all I'm after is quartz, which I shouldn't have too much trouble finding. I'm not actually that well accustomed... Oh, here we go. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Go ahead and switch this to ore. There we go. Switched it to ore. Mine straight through this stuff. And that's more than enough nether quartz. I'm done in the nether, guys. I'm done in the nether, though I am going to have to come back to mine out everything else that I require. So there we go. Portal house is done. It's in the bag. Go ahead and head back to the overworld. And bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. I am done there. Go ahead and dump all of this stuff into the chest just because I don't want to deal with it right now. So, okay, now that I have gotten back from the Nether, it's time for me to actually finish up this episode and get on to the bits and pieces that I need to create. I needed the quartz. I've got the quartz. Now I need to create for myself an alloy smelter and a reservoir. So let's make the alloy smelter. These are both from Ender.io. Okay, so here we are, an alloy smelter, which consists of a couple of stone bricks, a furnace, copper, a machine chassis, and a basic capacitor. And the machine chassis and basic capacitor are pretty simple to craft. Gold nuggets, copper, and redstone for one, and iron bars and iron for the other. So I might have some extra iron bars left over here. Okay, and with that, let us create what we need. Just make a couple of iron bars here, 16 of them, more than enough. Alloy smelter, machine frame. Go ahead and just make one. Basic capacitor. There we go. Basic capacitor. Now for an alloy smelter, all I gotta do is... There we go, alloy smelter, and that's done. Now, to make fused quartz, which is 4 nether quartz in an alloy smelter, so I'll just pop down to the basement to plug this baby in. And as you can see, I repurposed one of my hydrogen generators from the quarry down in the basement here, which seems to be full on oxygen. And it's refilling my energy cube up there, which I've actually sapped quite a bit. That's an ultimate energy cube, which holds a ridiculous amount of power, and it was full, but all this ore processing has really put a tax on it. So I'll go ahead and put that on the wall and drop the quartz in there. Okay, there we go. I've got all the fused quartz that I need now to make the reservoir. And for this, I need glass panes, fused quartz, and a cauldron. So not too complicated, not too troublesome. Make myself a couple of panes, make myself a cauldron, and shift-click. There we go. We've got 4 reservoirs now. Now, these babies are pretty damn useful. I suppose I could use this very, very quickly here in conjunction with my old infinite water supply down here, because this is going to solve a lot of problems that I have. Okay, so I've got everything that I need now. Just grab 2 buckets of water here. Now, some of you guys were actually quite upset that I wasn't using another mod to solve this problem, and the fact that I was using an actual mechanism water pump here that requires, you know, power from over here. And actually, what I'm going to do now is remove these free runners because they're just going to get in the way. Go ahead and put some dirt in there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and brick over all of this, like so. And there we go. That and that. And that should be everything. I'm going to go ahead and take up this pipe right here as well as this pipe. There we go. Put the cobblestone down like so, and here we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the reservoir down like this. Now it's one full piece of, it's one solid block, and all it has to do is get a couple of buckets of water. And there you go. Now it's a reservoir. This thing is an infinite water source, self-contained. And if I go ahead and... actually, I'll need to drill down next to it to show it to you guys, because the arrows appear on the side. But if I just whack this with a wrench, it gets this arrow on it, and that means it automatically outputs to any inventory that takes liquid next to it. So now it's automatically outputting water to everything, and it works indefinitely. Now I'm going to get some more quartz, but this reservoir is going to be the method by which I can supply infinite water to a piece of equipment called a digital miner, which I am going to use to mine out the nether for enough netherrack to create the nether brick for the solution tower. And I'm also going to use that digital miner to mine the to remove the volcano from the property and get all the basalt up. But that's going to be something for the next episode, guys. And actually, you know what? I'll come down here and I'll go ahead and click these off. There you go. I'm all done. Everything is done for this episode. So anyways, I am William Strife, and I have gone to the Nether. I have gotten myself the quartz necessary to make an infinite water source in a reservoir from Ender.io, and I'm on the uptick. Next episode, we'll actually get around to what I need to do to get the last of the materials up to start actually building the Solution Business Park. I promise, guys, next episode, last one where I'm just gathering resources, and you'll actually see some serious progress after that. So until next time, I'm William Strife here at Strife Solutions, and I'll see you another time. Goodbye from the Yogscast. Later.